AHP approach on laptop models for engineering students. Presentation and optimization techniques. Table of contents contains background, problem, objective, methods, results, and conclusion. Background. Laptop brings relief to the customers because of its portability and power that could be compared to smartphone and desktop computer combined. Because of the 2020 pandemic, the demand for laptop increased, especially for the students that took online classes and are required to use the simulation applications. What is the problem? The problem is on how do you choose your preferred laptop specifications used for the online classes, like on how to choose the right processor to know whether the processor is the ideal strength. Maybe the processor is too weak or maybe it is too strong. Things to be solved. Most of the cases, college students do not have a full picture or complete knowledge of which laptop could support them to their studies and career paths. Most of these cases, they tend to buy a laptop based on the brand popularity and its cost. We believe that they expect the more the expensive the laptop is, the more the powerful it is. Example, there is a laptop that has a Windows Enterprise, which is designed to help enterprises or businesses to set up and run virtual Windows desktops. Such laptops are not needed for students whom will solely use the laptops for Microsoft Office only. By buying those kinds of laptops, they will just waste their own hard-earned money.
Now, for the objective of this study, the goal is to use AHP method in selecting a laptop and to select the best laptop for engineering students from the selected alternatives. And lastly, to provide a rank list of the 10 laptop models. So as we conduct this project, in order to optimize the needs of computer engineering students focused in laptop specifications like RAM size, CPU or the processor, the budget or the cost, as well as the user experience. So that computer engineering students will know the crucial aspects of laptop specification needed for them to cover their needs and have the best experience as they complete their bachelor's degree in computer engineering or in other engineering courses.
In the methodology, the researcher used analytical hierarchy process and the pairwise comparison. We used 10 laptop models from different consumer sites as for alternatives. We created an AHP questionnaire to gather data from engineering students. The questionnaire is designed to measure the difference in priority between criteria, and after gathering the data, we perform the AHP to obtain the criteria weights and priority vector.
For the process, using AHP method for the study, the researchers selected top 10 best laptops and required laptop speculations for engineering students that is given on credible sources on the internet. Also, conducted a survey only for engineering student respondents where they rely on in judging the scoring matrix for each criterion. And using pairwise comparison that is part of AHP that rank each alternatives. Through following AHP rules and restrictions, the researchers achieved finding a reliable solution for the problem of the study. You can see here the pairwise comparison scale used and the 10 laptop models from different consumer sites used as alternatives and the 6 selected criteria used. The researchers identified what will be the criteria and number of alternatives for the study.
Results. After the gathering of data, the researchers are able to get the weights for each criteria. The results showed the CPU is the most prioritized criteria, having the weight of 0.3421. Other criteria with their corresponding weight are also shown in this graph. After computing the alternative's priority vector for each criteria, the researchers are able to get the overall ranking of the laptop models by multiplying the created matrix of criteria weights and the priority vectors. All the pairwise comparisons made in this research are consistently evaluated having the consistency ratio lower than 0.1. And with the highest weighted value of 0.1642, the researchers selected the Microsoft Surface Book as the best alternative for this study.
In conclusion, the researchers are able to use AHP method as an optimization technique successfully. At the end of the study, the researchers are able to attain the two objectives by selecting the best laptop and creating rank lists of alternatives. The problem of our journal paper is on how to choose your prepared laptop specification used for the online classes. We use AHP method for this study to solve, and we conducted a survey for engineering students only using Google Forms. The results of judging criteria and alternatives, solving mathematical matrices, and comparing each alternative to one another. We achieve a consistent and reasonable answer by the following the restriction and algorithms of AHP. With the highest weighted value 0.1642, we conclude that the winning laptop model for engineering students based on our top 10 best laptop list is Microsoft Surface Book. This is the references and bibliography that we use in our journal paper. We gave credits to the 100 students who answered our survey. Thank you.